parent hydrocarbon. So how many carbons here? 3. So that means the root is prop. So 3 carbon is called as what? A prop. Now, can I name it as an alkane? No. Why? Because I have one double bond. So remember, double bond is an ene group. So now I have to name it as what? A prop plus ene. So the suffix ane is substituted by what? A ene, propene. Now again comes the next question. Where is the position? So if I start naming here, it is 1, 2, 3. Start from here, 1, 2, 3. So where the least number is given? Here. So where is this double bond located? On between the first and the second carbon. Since it is located on the first, it is starting, the bond is from the first to second, that means number is 1. So when it is on the first carbon, you need not mention the numbering. So simply you can write it as what? Propene. And if I come to this one, same, okay children, let us just complete the structure. So see, already 2 bonds are there. So that's why how many more? CH2. Yes, here 1, 2, 3. Therefore, one more hydrogen. Here, one already existing. So it is CH3. Clear? So now this is the complete structure. Similarly, see this one as well. So there is no difference. The difference is coming in the bond where it is present. The double bond is located on this and this carbon. So should I number it as 1, 2, 3, or it should be like 1, 2, 3? Yes, my preference will be this, but not this. Why? Because here the double bond gets the least value. So if I am starting from here, it is getting it as 1. So still even this can be named as what? Propene. Fine. Okay. So for propene, it is not an issue whether you start from left to right or right to left. It is always a first to second carbon. Okay, children. Now let us see this one. The hydrocarbon with 4 carbons. So what is the root name? Bute. Fine. Okay. So now what is there? There is one double bond. So that means the prefix will not end as ane. Instead, the prefix will end as what? Ene. So butane. But then we have to identify the position. So as usual, start the step. First of all, complete the structure. You have placed the double bond. Let us complete the structure. 2 bonds already. So 2 hydrogens. So 1, 2, 3. Already 3 satisfied. So 1 more hydrogen. Come to this one. 2 already satisfied. So another 2 more hydrogens. Here 1 being satisfied. 3 more bonds. Okay. So this is the complete structure. Now start numbering 1, 2, 3, 4. Start from this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So where the ene is getting the lowest value? From the left side. So it is but1ene or simply butane. Okay. So it's simply what? A butane. But come to this one. Okay. Let us observe this structure. Now here if you see, as usual, it is a 4 carbon hydrocarbon. So parent name is but. Okay. Then where is the double bond located? Let us find out where it is located. Okay. Where it is placed. Between which carbons? So first of all, complete the structure. CH3. Already 1 is there. So 1, 2, 3. So 1 more hydrogen. Again 1, 2, 3. So 1 more hydrogen. So here only 1. So therefore CH3. Now again number. So where I will number from? 1, 2, 3, 4. So again start from the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So where this is getting the least value? So here if you observe, the numbering can be done from any side because it does not make any difference. If we start from here, the least value is 2. From here also the lowest value is 2. So where is the position? Position is between the second and the third. So I will prefer second. Okay, the first carbon should be taken in. That means from where the bond is beginning. That is between the second and the third. So but 2ene. Okay, so this is what? But 2ene. Fine, children. So now let us take an example with another with a triple bond. Okay. So 1. So I will take a 5 carbon hydrocarbon. So let me place a triple bond here. Fine. So now what will happen? So let me write the first. What is my rule 1? Identify the longest chain. It is what? Pent. So I have written pent. Now what is existing? A triple bond. So I understood there is a triple bond. Where is this triple bond present? Okay, before I move on to that, let me complete the structure. So 3 already over. To this carbon 1, 2, 3, 4. So satisfied. So no hydrogens required. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4 satisfied. Here only 1, 2. So 2 here. How many? 3. So this is the complete structure. Now let us start the naming. So rule 1 we have given first name, parent name is what? Pent. Then comes what? Where is the the bond? What type of bond is there? Triple bond. So that is ine. Now we know that it is a alkyne group. Now comes the position. Where is the ine group located? So number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I start from my left side, it is on the second carbon and third carbon. But I start from my right side, it comes to the third and the fourth. So which one will I prefer? I'll prefer the first one, wherein the least number is given. So the rule. So now the name of this compound will be pent to ine. What is it? Pent to ine. So now let us see, children, if suppose you have two alkyl groups being present. Okay, so let me take an example. Okay, so this is how many carbons, children? 3 carbon. So to this you have two methyl groups attached on the carbon. So this is one methyl group, this is another methyl group. Let us complete the structure. This goes as yes. So because this is already 4 being satisfied, so there is no hydrogen associated. Now how would I name it as? So as usual, rule 1, write the longest chain, that is prop. Okay, then where are the what substituent is present? A methyl substitution is substituent is present. So now when I am writing this substituent, I have to write it as a prefix. Okay, so what would be written as? Methyl. Now this prop is with single bond or double bond? Is with single bond, so it's a propane. It is what? A propane. Okay, now the methyl group has been attached. Now comes the position where it is attached. So find number 1, 2, 3. From this side also 1, 2, 3. So no problem. It is on the second carbon from either side. So 2 methyl. But how many methyls are there? 2 methyl. So that's why 2. Or how many are located? We know that there are dimethyl. And on which carbons? On the second carbon. So it is 2,2-dimethyl propane. What it is? 2,2-dimethyl propane. So let me just take one more example. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is CH3. There is an methyl group here, another alkyl group here, and there is this methyl group, hydrogen satisfied. Here also, how many children? 1, 2, 3. Already 3 bonds are satisfied. Thus, this is another hydrogen. Similarly, here as well, one more hydrogen. Now let us name it. So observe how many carbons in the straight chain? 4 carbons. So it is bute. And all single bonds, so therefore it is a butane. Then comes what are the substituents attached? 2 methyl groups, isn't it? So that means prefix will be methyl. So whenever you are writing a substituent, it should be written as a prefix. So methyl. How many methyls? 2 methyls. That's why di. Then comes the another point, another rule, position. So let us number them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So where the numbering is, it can be given. Yes, it can be given either from right to left or left to right, because either way the methyls are one on the second carbon and the other on third carbon. So now the name is 2,3-dimethyl butane. So what is the name? 2,3-dimethyl butane. Okay. Now what about this one? It is 2,2-dimethyl propane. Fine, children. So these are this positioning. The positioning should be given by preferring the least value. Okay. So now let us see with water with the halogen compound. So if I take up an let us assume that there is this particular 4 carbon structure with one chlorine being attached. Okay, so complete the structure. Yes, so 1 2 3, so there should be one more hydrogen. Now how will I name? Again follow the same rule. First the parent 1 2 3 4, so therefore but, and all single bonds ane, butane. So what is being attached? In halogen group is attached, and what is that halogen group? Chlorine. So chlorine, when we are at chlorine, is also a substituent, so it should be written as a prefix. So chloro, so chlorobutane. And where is the position? Again I will prefer to give the name from my left side because it gets the least number. So 2-chlorobutane. Fine. If instead of this chlorine being on this carbon, it was on this carbon, then what you would have done? Yes, I would have started naming from this side, giving it again the lowest number. So that is what? 2-chlorobutane. Okay, children. So I hope you have understood how to name the organic compounds. So please go through this. The further we'll discuss in the next session.